New York.
Yes, Lee, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. How can we help you, sir?
Yes, I have the acid reflux. And
Okay,
sometimes ago, yes, the acid reflux. That's what.
Okay. How much do you weigh, sir? What do you weigh?
I used to weigh 170. I'm at 148 now because I had a surgery, because I got constipated after they put me on some diet. And then my urna pops, and I have a urna fix.
Okay, well, hang on. Here's what I want you to do. Just get your pen and paper out. Charmaine, Lee weighs 148 pounds. He had bowel problems. So what do you think his basic underlying problem is?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's got gluten intolerance.
Yeah, and he's got acid reflux. And so what would you give him at 148 pounds, diet-wise, supplement-wise, to deal with those issues?
I give him 2 healthy digestive packs.
Okay, very, very good. You get an A+ here.
And he should take some vitamin D3, too, for absorption. And everything's in there for his digestion, so he should...
And what kind of diet would you put him on?
Well, obviously, he's got to go on a gluten-free diet.
Okay,
no wheat, barley, rye oats. No wheat, barley, rye oats.
Yeah, no wheat, barley, rye oats, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens. And the enzymes that come along with the healthy digestive pack, the ultimate enzymes, you can go ahead and I'd go get another bottle of those, so you can take 2 before each meal, Lee, like 2 to 5 minutes for each meal with a couple ounces of water. And what will happen here is you'll be able to quiet your stomach down. And also, we need some probiotics here for the reflux also. And you remember that gal who had reflux. She had terrible reflux. She was belching and burping for 23 years. Every 30 seconds. And what was it we put in a cup of hot water for her, and in 30 seconds it went away?
Some peppermint oil.
Peppermint oil, yeah, from aromatherapy oil division. Get a couple of those little 10 ml bottles of peppermint oil. Put 5 or 10 drops of peppermint oil in an 8-ounce cup of hot water and sip on that through your meals. That really quickly. Was that dramatic, Char?
Very.
Very dramatic, yep. And then, of course, the probiotics. What form of probiotics would you give, Lee?
I would probably give the root beer.
The root beer belly sprinkles. Yeah, very good. You could have 2 of those little packets a day, one in the morning before breakfast and one in the evening before dinner time. But then you could use that peppermint oil before each meal and sip on that, 8 ounces of hot water and the 5 to 10 drops of the peppermint oil throughout the meal, and you'll be a new man. Quickly, like in seconds. This is a very dramatic thing. It never fails, and you do need to salt your food to taste. Don't restrict salt, because salt is required for your stomach chief cells to make what's called stomach acid, right? Hydrochloric acid. And the salt is made out of sodium chloride, and that is the raw material for your chief cell in your stomach to make the hydrochloric acid. And the hydrochloric acid has many, many functions, including sterilizing the stomach so yeast and bacteria won't grow in there. And the yeast and bacteria are what ferments sugar and carbohydrates and fiber that makes gas. Okay? So that's a bunch of things you can do, and I hope everybody out there takes that advice. There is no such thing as acid reflux. It really should be called lack of acid reflux. You take enough stomach acid and our ultimate enzymes. You take enough salt so your own chief cells can make stomach acid. You get that pH of your stomach down to where it's supposed to be, below 2, somewhere around 1.2, 1.5, very, very acid. It sterilizes the stomach. The yeast and the bacteria cannot grow in that kind of environment, and so there's no more fermentation, and it just ends. But don't forget that peppermint oil, as Shar said. Don't forget the ultimate enzymes, and you'll be a new man. Call us every 2 weeks. Give us a progress report, and we'll walk you through this. We'll look forward to a great testimony. All right. Again, I want you to get a hold of the books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Be Herbal Doctor, Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with all these diseases, including reflux, okay? Including arthritis, including high blood pressure, including heart disease.
You want to hear a staggering stat? Every 25 seconds, someone in America has a coronary or heart event. Wow. Now you can see why heart disease is the leading cause of death among men and women. And obviously the heart, the grand central station that has all the oxygen to supply our body, is something we do not want to be messing with. Well, let's also not forget about the brain. The incidence of neurological diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's has steadily been on the rise. Brain health, function, cognition, activity, not just brain exercises like Sudoku are important, but so is exercise, actually more powerful. But we also need to feed the brain the nutrients it needs to develop, and then also protect it from all the toxins that can destroy it. So you're probably thinking that it seems a bit odd that we put two such unique areas, the brain and the heart, in one pack. Doesn't seem like there would be much of a link. But when you look at the nutrients that support these two areas, you'll kind of understand. First off, the pack contains Ultimate EFA. They're a very powerful blend of healthy fats, the omegas 3, 6, and 9. It's the reason why you're told to eat more fish, and with good reason. Because 2/3 of your brain is actually made up of fats. But not just any fats, but these specific types of fats. And we've put it in the most bioavailable and concentrated forms in our pack. Well, these same fats are also extremely beneficial for heart health. Omega fats have been researched and shown to reduce inflammation, decrease triglycerides, lower blood pressure, and a whole host of other heart-healthy benefits. But the real jewel of the brain and the heart pack is Ultimate Selenium, a blend of powerful vitamin antioxidants. Every day, you're obviously using your brain and heart, pumping blood, thinking, solving the world's problems. Well, all that stress creates a whole lot of toxicity. Those toxins need to be neutralized and quickly shuttled out of the body. That's why the antioxidants are so important. They keep your heart pumping and your brain thinking.
Hi, I'm Dr. Don Verhulst, and I am extremely excited about the brand new product I just formulated called Z-Radical. Now, I've been studying nutrients for a long time, and this nutrient from the ocean, it's actually extracted from brown seaweed called fucoidan. It's the slippery part of the seaweed that protects it in the harsh environment of the ocean with all that salt and corrosion potential and the sun rays beating down on the seaweed. It stays strong and healthy. We found that you can take those nutrients out if you use specific strands that are unique to Z-Radical. There's a lot of science behind this, 750 PubMed articles published, and you can research that for yourself. But if you take this fucoidan and give it to people, in fact, 50 milligrams will cause a stem cell stimulation within 30 days and 100 milligrams within 12 days, and we put 50 milligrams in each ounce of Z-Radical, so I think you need at least 2 ounces every day. And the unique thing about it is it actually tastes good. My kids love it, and they take it every day. Now, fucoidan, the studied articles show that it can help enhance apoptosis. That's programmed cell death that cancer cells have lost the ability to have. So it kills cancer cells. That's a God idea. It also can inhibit angiogenesis. What's that? That's the blood vessels that tumors require to grow with. If you inhibit that, the tumor can't grow. That's also a God idea. How about enhancing the immune system itself by enhancing T4 killer cells, those little Pac-Man cells that go around eating cancers in your body every day? And then some studies even showed that fucoidan can lessen the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation. How many people do you know that Z-Radical could help? It's also been shown to help balance cholesterol and triglyceride levels, and even work on something called ulcer. There's a fucose that is a healthy sugar in the fucoidan. And it actually has sulfate groups that attach to the bacteria that causes ulcers and remove it from your body. So whatever you need it for, you need to take Z-Radical every day. I take 2 ounces every day. I wouldn't go without it.
Cardio Beats from Youngevity supports a healthy cardiovascular system and helps supply the nutrients your body needs to support better physical endurance. Your capacity to last a little longer is largely based on how well your cardiovascular system expends oxygen and circulates blood through your body. Cardio Beats helps combat the oxidative stress caused by physical activity by supplying you with key nutrients that support your cardiovascular system. These nutrients have also been shown to help improve endurance. Cardio Beats starts with organic beets, a rich source of nitrates to support healthy blood flow and oxygen transport. We've added whole foods from highly bioavailable seaweed and mango fruit, both known for blood flow support, and antioxidant-rich sweet cherries. Then, for even more heart health benefits, we finished it off with key amino acids. Take your physical endurance to the next level with Cardio Beats. Talk to your Youngevity associate for more information.
One of the greatest things that Steve did in really taking us to that next level was working with his dad with all natural flavoring so that we could come out with the next generation of products to sell. Back then, one of the craziest things about us compared to where we are today is it's probably hard for everyone to imagine. We didn't have flavoring in our products. Our #1 selling product, which was our plant-derived minerals, it tasted like dirt. It still does. It's raw minerals in water. We sold hardcore vitamins when the B vitamins were super strong. The essential fatty acids, the EFAs. We had a pet product almost right away.
A liquid multivitamin.
Liquid multivitamin. Powders were not even thought of. The technology for the powders back then weren't even thought of. We had liquids and we had pills.
And then some skincare came along pretty quickly
Skincare came along. But honestly, back in those days, it was still colloidal minerals, which is a liquid form, and a pill line.
And the products, other than the liquid minerals, were initially formulated by my father.
In the early days, we started doing more health shows. That is how you met people. The internet didn't exist. The only way you could really go and share vitamins and minerals was at nutritional shows to find people who shared the same interests as you did. You had to find people who are interested in nutrition. We were successful almost right from the get-go. I mean, we worked really hard. We worked Monday through Friday. We'd jump on a plane on Friday. We'd go to a health show for the weekend.
It comes from my father originally, obviously, and still to this day, that innovation and driving and striving for better products all the time. People talking about how much the products have helped them, and they're placing a reorder because they need more. And so, you know, the people and their feedback of the products really, I think, you know, makes all the difference in the world for everybody, and certainly for us too. I mean, there's nothing more rewarding for us than to see people get benefit from these products, and certainly have over the last 20 plus years, and we know they will in the future.